When my house burned down, my family showed up. Not to help, but to laugh. Finally, karma torched the trash. My dad looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You brought this on yourself. Some people are just cursed." I just stared back and whispered, "Thanks for showing your true faces." That was 2 years ago. Week ago, I took action they weren't prepared for. Today, they've been calling non-stop, screaming, "You have to fix this. Please, pick up. You brought this on yourself. Some people are just cursed." That's what my dad said, arms crossed, standing at the edge of my lawn like a spectator at a football game, watching my house burn to the damn ground. No panic, no help, just watching. My sister pulled out her phone and actually started recording. Her boyfriend laughed. Finally, she muttered, "Karma torched the trash." I was barefoot on the grass, coughing smoke, calling 911 with shaking hands while they stood back like strangers who wanted this to happen. When the flames died and all that was left was char and silence, I turned to them. "Thanks for showing your true faces." They didn't say a word. They just walked away. I'm Jack Murphy, 32 years old. I used to think staying quiet kept the peace. That maybe if I just worked hard, kept my head down, I'd earn my place in the family again. But that night burned every illusion I had about them. Dad, Tom Murphy, 64. Retired military, always talked like he was still in basic training. Tough love guy, minus the love. Once told me crying was emotional terrorism. Sister, Haley, 28. Real estate agent. Wears filters like armor, gets validation from likes, not loyalty. Hated that I got mom's attention growing up. Her boyfriend, Dylan, thinks empathy is for suckers, just follows Haley around like a puppy in designer shoes. No backbone, no soul. My mom, Deborah, gone. She passed 5 years ago. She was kind, quiet, the glue. After she died, the rest of the family turned brittle. When Mom passed, her will shocked everyone. She left a me, her life insurance, all of it. Not Dad, not Haley, me. She knew I'd struggled after college. I dropped out once, took odd jobs, launched a freelance graphic design business that barely paid rent. She saw how hard I tried anyway. Dad said I manipulated her. Haley called it charity for a screw-up. I used the money to buy a fixer-upper and build something real, a house, a home studio, a future. They hated that. So when it all went up in smoke, they stood on the curb with front row seats. I spent 3 nights in a roadside motel, alone. No heat. By the 4th day, I drove to my dad's place. He didn't open the door, just shouted through it. I didn't raise a quitter, but maybe that's what your mother did. I stood there in the cold for a long minute. Then I turned and walked away. And I never went back. I left the city. Went off-grid for a while. Took a job shelving tools at a hardware store in a small town up north. Rented a garage behind an old woman's house. Spent every spare minute drawing. I started writing and illustrating a graphic novel. My story, just masked in metaphor. It was about a man whose family burned down his life and told him it was his fault. So he built something bigger without them. I released it under a pen name, J. Cross. 6 months later, it blew up. Film rights, merch deals, readers calling it a survival anthem. They had no idea it was me. Last week, I posted a video on my public author page. No alias, no voice changer, just me. My name is Jack Murphy. 2 years ago, I lost everything in a fire. And I found everything in the ashes. The video hit 1 million views in 48 hours. People were inspired. People cried. And my phone? I started ringing off the hook. Dad left a voicemail. First one in 2 years. "Jack, we need to talk. You made us look bad. You need to take that video down. Then Haley messaged me. You're making it sound like we set the fire or something? Don't be dramatic. Then she sent another. Dylan lost a deal because of this. You really need to fix it. Please, pick up. Funny. I used to pray they'd see me. Now I couldn't get them to shut up. I called once, just once. They picked up on the first ring. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just said, you didn't lose a house. I did. You didn't sit in flames. I did. You didn't have to rebuild with no one. I did. But now that people see the truth, you're panicking? You want me to fix this? I said. Maybe you should have thought of that before you laughed at my life burning. Then I hung up. I won't lie. I still get flashbacks when I smell smoke. But I also get emails every day from people who say my story gave them courage to walk away from toxic bloodlines. That it gave them permission to start over. And me? I'm not angry anymore. I'm carefree. I bought a little cabin last month. It's not fancy, but the walls are mine. The peace is mine. And the people I let in, they see me. I didn't burn the bridge. I just stopped watering it alone.